Do, 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 do. 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 How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. How's it going? Are you having a good day? I know I had a good day. I did. Hey, Rudy, I do have pen and paper. Why? What do you want me to do? And by the way, Rudy, do you realize I consider pen and paper to be old technology? Think about it. We are in the digital age now, the 21st century, and there are so many cool other ways to communicate, and yet we still use such old technology, such as pen and paper. Old technology. Yes. Sorry, I got music playing in my head. Because I'm in a good mood because I finished my son's sweater. So you know what that means? That means I get a week off of no crochet and I'm working on this room. Yay! I got everything done on the list that I wanted to do, that I needed to do, and it's done. And may I say I'm very proud of myself. I learned how to do sleeves. And I didn't do sleeves the way that um, the designer of the pattern did her sleeves. I did my sleeves separately and then attached them after, and I found it so much easier. So much easier. It was just night and day. Uh, Sorry, I have my Facebook open. Let me close that. That was that ding that you heard. So yeah, I I've been having a good day, which is awesome. And I finished my son's sweater, which I'm really, really happy about. And I learned how to do sleeves. Hi, unheard voice. How are you? Welcome in. How's your Saturday going? Yeah, so I'm really proud of myself. Not overly so, but I didn't watch any tutorials. I figured it out for myself how to do these sleeves with just everything that I've learned over the 5 years I've been crocheting. And it's been 5 years. Yeah. I'm glad you are okay. I am fine. Okay too. But I'm in a happy mood, so that's something. Doesn't happen often. But it really means a lot to learn how to do sleeves because that's one thing that I've always had trouble with. Um, During this whole time, I've every wearable I have made, every sweater I have made, no word of a lie, doesn't have matching sleeves. Not one. One sleeve is tighter. They bulge at the weird spots. Uh, it's just, and I count and I use stitch markers, and it never works for me. So, and I've tried different ways of doing it, and it's always the same way. Well, there you go. There's nothing wrong with okay, and don't let anybody tell you there is. If that's all you are, that's fine because I get it. I've been battling depression this whole week. Today is a good day. Uh, it's my first good day in a while, so I'm taking it as a win. Yep. When you battle depression, take every day you can when it's a good day as a win. Even if it's just you feel good for that time. You know what? That's awesome. So I'm glad you're sharing your night with me. yeah. Um, so yeah, I didn't watch any tutorials. I didn't read any books. I didn't read any patterns. I just took everything that I've learned about crochet and I just figured it out for myself. And I'm so proud of myself. So I made the cuff and then I just increased every second row. And then it wasn't, I was already at the length, well, almost at the length I had, like, I could do like maybe two more rows. And it wasn't quite long enough. It needed about six more stitches or something. I didn't do the math. I just increased. I did two rows of back to back double increases and it worked and it looks great. I'll show you a picture, you know. Hey, Britt, I hope you enjoy your supper. I'm having a good day. I finished the sweater. It looks awesome. I was just going to show a picture of it. Let me get it because my son won't, show it off because that's just not going to happen. So there's the sweater with the sleeves. And there's the sweater with him wearing it. And you can see the sleeves are pretty darn good. I'm so proud of myself. I still got to work on the length of the body. I'm still making the body long, but nobody seems to mind, so that's okay. But I got to work on the length of the body. But I figured out sleeves, so that was a big thing for me. And I wrote it down. I wrote what I did down as I went. Let me tell you, that was a process. Sorry, I'm just answering somebody on Messenger. So, yeah. Oh, you're having Subway? Oh, I love their assorted. My favorite sub, and it's been the way it has been for years. Is I don't vary. I don't. Yeah. Sorry, I don't vary. Don't try anything new. So it's an assorted with extra mayo, with mayo, mustard, salt and pepper, extra cheese, no vegetables, but if you have to have lettuce. Actually, that's not true. With Subway, I put on cucumbers because I usually have cucumbers. So I usually have cucumbers and spinach. Those are the only kind of things like vegetables that I'll have on it. Otherwise, oh, excuse me, no veggies because I don't like my veggies. Big surprise. Big surprise. Oh, he's spoiling you, Britt. Good for you. Right on. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, wow, unheard voice. You worked hard. Wow. Those aren't easy to clean either. Lived in a room, house. When we lived in our house up north, when we first moved in, our one wall of our master bedroom was all that cedar plank. And yeah, it attracts the dust and the dust sticks to it. And you can't take a feather duster to it. Don't you dare take a feather duster to it because, oh my God, that's bad. That is so very bad. Don't do it, folks. True story, don't do it. Yes, and the cobwebs. Oh, so when we had our fire, because we had a fire, we had an electrical fire in the bathroom ceiling fan. That's a story too. Hmm. Yeah. I wasn't home at the time. I was drinking margaritas at a girlfriend's house. Uh, she was teaching me to paint, which is probably why to this day I don't paint sober. I can't. I don't know how to. I'll sit there and I'll look at a canvas and I just don't know what to do. But you put that drink in my hand, and the more the more alcohol that I drink, the more the colors and things come together in my head, and I put it out on canvas, like you can see. So, so who's all in here? La 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 la. Hi Maria, how you doing? Welcome in. So yeah, I had a finished object. I'm so happy I finished that sweater because I said after the baby blanket, then I was going to do Todd's sweater, and then after the sweater, I was taking a week and I was working on this craft room, and I'm going to get it all organized, including all my yarn. I'm going to cake up a whole bunch of it. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I start with caking yarn. Yep. Buy a print at Goodwill and start repeating. I got tons of uh, canvas though, because when I started painting, um, well, you should see the first painting I ever did. It's quite something, and it really encouraged me. Everybody's reaction to it really encouraged me to continue. So we went to the dollar store and bought a whole bunch of canvas. So I have a whole bunch of canvas. I don't actually like painting on canvas as much as I like painting on that canvas board. You know, just the board. I like painting on that. It's so much better than canvas, in my opinion. I like it. Okay, Britt, enjoy your sub. But that's a really good idea. But I do have tons of. What I don't have is fresh paint because me trying to be well on disability. Oh no, I was working at the time. I wasn't on disability. I was working at the time. Things were good. My husband wasn't working at the time. He was having a hard time finding work, but he found it. Around that time, I think he started actually driving bus. And yeah, he was a school bus driver up north. And yeah, so we bought what we could for paints, but I bought my paints at garage sales, and I was given a lot of paint. So every almost every paint I've got, every bottle of paint I got, and I got a few, is secondhand and old and separated. So I've bought some other colors. I have bought some paint, acrylic. I prefer acrylic over oil because I like to really blend the colors together. But I do like oil too. I have worked with oil. I really want to paint again this summer, but of course that means I get a daiquiri or a margarita or something. I'll make a blender full, a pitcher full. Or my hubby will just make the drinks because he's good at that. And he keeps an eye on how much I drink, and I don't drink that much. He keeps me at a nice, steady little, I can talk, I can walk, but I feel happy and I'm creative. Go figure it out. My girlfriend calls me Picasso. No, which is the painter that painted when he was drinking Van Gogh. She calls me Van Gogh too. Van Gogh. She said, just don't cut off an ear. Is he the one with the missing ear? I don't know. So, yeah, I enjoy painting. I can't wait to get back to it. But there's so many things I want to do, and I can't do them in this room yet. So, I am looking so very, very forward to this week. And I just hope what is the word? It's right there. I just hope I'm productive. I knew it was a P word. I just hope I'm productive and I don't sit in here and do nothing but listen to music or my books. So I think I'll be productive because I really want it done. And I got a plan of attack. Tomorrow I'm caking up yarn because I've got a big ball of yarn. The rest of the anniversary cake. The rest of the anniversary cake, it's huge. So it all needs to be, sorry, baby. It all needs to be caked up. So that I'm starting with that. And then some of the velvet here needs to be caked up because they're just falling apart. So I'll cake some of those up and I'll cake up some other stuff that needs to be caked up. And then I start organizing everything by brand. And then once I got everything organized by brand in garbage bags, I take them out of here. I empty everything of yarn and I take it all out of here and I get room and I start moving stuff and I start dealing with stuff and putting things away properly, which has never been done. So this side really needs to be dealt with. This side started out with just being yarn because it's been empty a couple of times. So it is just projects and yarn, mostly. But this side is yarn, it's diamond paintings, it's scrapbooking, it's sewing, it's jewelry making. There's a whole bunch of stuff back here that I've got to deal with. So and the thing is, I don't know how to organize. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. And hopefully next Saturday, I'll be done. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping. Yeah, art is fun. I have coloring books. You know what? I don't color. Why? I don't know, other than I really like gel pens instead of pencil crayons. I like the vibrant colors instead of the pencil crayons aren't dark enough, I guess. So maybe that's an idea. While I'm caking up yarn tomorrow, I can sit up here and watch YouTube and see if I can find some tips on organization. I've got a good idea so far of emptying everything. It's just once I start putting things back, well, what is that going to look like? Because I want to organize this area much better because this is a bookcase and there's lots of space there. I could put a whole bunch of yarn there, but it's got all this other stuff in there. Like this, there's that's a wooden lantern. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's a wooden lantern. It's got one pane of glass broken. Right next to it is another wooden lantern that my husband made that's got one pane of glass broken. You'd think I'd be able to make, one workable lantern, but no, of course they're, different sizes. That's a really good idea, Maria. I'll have to take a look into that and do a search. Thank you. But yeah, I'm going to be sitting here tomorrow caking yarn. I might start tonight, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I think tonight I want to game for a little bit. Ooh, what did I do? You all still there? Hey Trey, how's it going? Oh. So yeah, once I finish and I get this craft room done, that means that workbench will be organized, cleaned off, and it'll be a proper workspace. I'll have my jewelry making organized. I'll have my feed stuff organized. It practically is organized actually already. It's just I'll have a spot for it instead of some here, some there, some, you know, because yeah, it's all over. Because I like to spread things out, and so yeah. Oh, cool, Trey. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I collect salt and pepper shakers, unique ones. They can't just be any old ones. They gotta speak to me and be unique. I got the cutest little bunnies. They're naughty bunnies, but they're cute. they're a dark pink though, so but they're cute. Hubby won't let me put them on the table. No, we put them away. I'm gonna start decorating the walls around this place too. Oh, cool! You know what? Did you ever try the ketchup with mustard? Or not ketchup with mustard, ketchup and mayo. Sorry, ketchup and mayo with fries, like together, not mixed together, but like dip one, dip. Dr. Pepper and cherry Coke. I like cherry Coke. I'm not so much of a fan of Dr. Pepper. I love my pop. Oh, I love my pop. I miss it. I miss. I do miss the city for the convenience of things. But I love living out here. I mean, deer were walking down the street again today. I mean, it's a daily occurrence. Every time the sun goes down, the deer start coming into town. Sorry, into the village. It's just so cool. You know, there's like five of them tonight. It's so cool. Just, I'm doing my own thing, and then husband looks over at me and says, Jerky and Sausage just walked by. That's his pet names for deer. So I look out the window, and sure enough, there's, like two. They walked by the house. He saw them first, and I can't see out that window like he can, but there's a window off to my side I can see out of. And I see them out of that way as they continue down Main Street. So, yeah, I love living here. I love the birds. We get some really cool orioles. And oh gosh, I've seen a Baltimore Oriole. I've seen black-capped chickadees. I've seen uh, hummingbirds, and I can't remember the others. I always look them up though. But we get such really cool birds here that you wouldn't see in the city. So I do love living out here. I just miss the convenience of pop and running out for food. I miss McDonald's. But it's not the McDonald's I grew up with, so I just forget that all the time. It's not the same McDonald's I grew up with. And they're getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I gotta stop supporting worse and worse and worse and worse. But I swear they put something in their food so that I'm addicted to it. I'm native. It could happen. I bet you they put something in their burgers. My husband would sit there and say, yeah, whale paste, worm paste, but that's not it. Yes, I like to have ketchup and mayonnaise together sometimes. It's got to be mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip. Yes, French's yellow mustard. French's yellow mustard. Got to support Canadian mustard, man. Sorry, I do because I'm Canadian. I love French's mustard. It's always French's. Yep, always French's. That's all we buy. And then unfortunately, ketchup is Heinz, and we should switch to French's also because that's Canadian. But when we buy ketchup, we buy it at Costco, and they don't have anything but Heinz. So maybe that'll change. I heard something about Costco changing some of their items, so we'll see. We'll see when we go to Costco at the end of the month, which will be like next week. Well, next week my check will be in, and then the week after that is probably when we'll go shopping. One day, we'll pick a day, we'll go shopping, and it'll be rough, but we'll go. And it won't be so bad if we go early enough. It's not that bad. Um, and the last time we went on a Tuesday or a Thursday or something like that, and there was like nobody in Costco. I couldn't go in, unfortunately, and enjoy the fact that there was nobody at Costco, but I had to stay in the car because I had the puppy. But I mean, hey, that's a thing, you know. And everybody goes to when you pull into Costco and everybody's there and their dog, and you're looking at it going, "Oh my God, people!" It just stresses me out. My anxiety goes up. Well, who am I kidding? My anxiety's already up the minute we go shopping. The minute we get in the vehicle and drive south on our shopping trip, my anxiety's up. It's like I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to go out. But it's good for me to go out. I need to go out more. Once a month is not enough. I know that. Like, I know intellectually that, but it doesn't help with the phobia part of going out. It just doesn't. I mean, if I could deal with my phobias. I wouldn't have PTSD. I wouldn't have agoraphobia. I wouldn't have anxiety, social anxiety disorder. I wouldn't have um, anxiety at all, you know. But I do. It is what it is. So once a month we go shopping and we do Costco and we do the Warehouse Club, Wholesale Club, and Walmart sometimes, and Dollarama sometimes, and Giant Tiger sometimes. So yeah, but ooh, cool tray. I like grilled cheese sandwiches. I've had them with turkey. I don't like them so much with the turkey, but I like my grilled cheese sandwiches. Yes. Hubby asked me what's for supper. Now I say grilled cheese sandwiches, and he doesn't accept it. They make a perfectly good supper with a side of fries, you know, but it is not good enough for him. He prefers something meatier. So whatever. I'm all stuffed up. I don't know why, but I am. It's gonna be so awesome having this organized. I can't wait. I'll figure it out. Because at the end of this, I want this all cleared off. There's a bench underneath my workbench, like it's got a layer for storage, and I want that organized because it is so not organized. And I tried, I did try, but unfortunately, I got stuff everywhere. Like I've got paintings down there. Well, I've got paintings over here. So why do I have paintings in two different spots? 0 to 100. Just saying. But organizing also means going through all of my yarn. So hopefully I'll be able to put it all back in a nice way that looks pretty and inspiring for me. Hopefully I can use the storage behind me for a pretty yarnscape because that's not pretty in my eyes. That's just utilitarian. It's utilitarian. Anyway, it's a big word. And that's what I mean. That T word. That's really big that I'm having trouble saying. Yes. Oh, yeah, whatever. Anyway, back onto something else because that train crashed. Don't know where I was going with that combo. Aw, thank you, Trey. I don't find it very inspiring for me. So I need to change it. And I need to use the storage that I have better than I'm using it because I'm not using the storage very well. So tomorrow I start and I'm looking so forward to it. Tonight I've given myself tonight to game, which I usually do anyway. Friday I usually game because Friday, long standing tradition from when I was still working at IBM, and that was years ago. Uh, Friday nights are game nights. Well, when I stopped working, it just became Fridays are game days. Just the whole Friday. I just gamed the whole Friday. Don't ask me to cook supper. It's ground shite. I don't cook. It's pizza or scratch night if you're gonna ask me to cook on Fridays because it's game night. It's game day. So yeah, long-standing tradition here. So I didn't game yesterday because I was working on my son's sweater because I really wanted it done for today because I really wanted to be able to get it off my hook and I wanted to be able to say tonight, "Yay! I got my son's sweater done." Because man, that took me forever. But I did put it away to do other things in between. So, and he finally has it, so he's happy. It fits him. The neck looks very nice on him. I'm very happy. It's just a long. Again, I gotta worry. I gotta stop making them so long. But yeah, so I'm gonna organize better and figure things out this week, and hopefully, have it all done by Saturday. Hey, Susan, how are you? Welcome in. Don't worry about it. You're not late. You're early for. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help with excuses, and it just isn't working for me today because my brain is just numb. Actually, my brain's not numb, but I can't think. So, how's it going, Susan? How's your day been? I am in a good mood. I finished my son's sweater, so I get to start on my week long craft room organization project tomorrow, which is awesome because tomorrow also coincides with the start of a week. So, yay. I was gonna like game tomorrow too and then work Monday, but I said no. I'm gonna start on Sunday like I should. And I'm still going to game in the evenings, but I'm going to work up here during the day. Oh, there's a new pattern. Ooh, cool. I have not been watching Bag O Day. I haven't been doing anything on Facebook because if I get into Facebook and watching my channels, somebody out there is going to have something. I'm going to say, oh, I want to make that, and then I've got to start. And I promise myself no new projects. You know how I am. So, yeah, no new projects for me, therefore, no watching YouTube. It's been really hard. I miss everybody. But I've been doing really good not starting new projects 2 months in a row. The only new project I started was the baby blanket, and that was because of the baby. So, yeah. And the grandpa loves the baby blanket. Grandpa loved the baby blanket so much, guess what he did? He made deer jerky and hamburger jerky, and he gave me some, uh, well, a lot. He gave us a baggie of hamburger jerky and deer jerky, but I ate all of my hamburger jerky that hubby gave me because we split it, and I ate all of my hamburger jerky because it was the bomb. It was so good. And all I've got now is the deer jerky, which is really, really, really good. Nice and thick too. Like, look at that. Look how thick that is. Um, but it's hot, so I like it. It's really nice, and the heat is jarring at first, and then it really milds down, and it's really nice. I really like it. but I like the hamburger better, I have to say. I was surprised. I like the beef jerky so much better than that. But yeah, I did. Oh hey, Ogre. I'm sorry. I was on Top Chat instead of Live Chat, and I missed some. I missed some. I missed all of my husband's comments. Ah, sorry, honey. What do you mean no booze for me? I don't think that's very fair. I like to have booze when I paint. It's nice. And it's the only way. I remember one time I was on the back deck. Can't remember where we were, where we lived. I was on the back deck or in the backyard of someplace, and I was sitting in front. I was bound and determined to paint a painting without drinking. Bound and determined to just be sober. I can do this without alcohol. Damn it! Ask me how many hours I sat there with that blank canvas. Oh, it was painful. My husband finally came to me and plopped a drink in front of me. He said, "It's just too painful to watch." And he walked away. Oh, it was funny. But yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, I drank half that drink. By the time that half that drink was done, I was starting to get ideas. And the ideas were flowing out onto the canvas. Oh, I sat for hours in front of that blank canvas trying to figure out. I had so much going on in my brain, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to paint. It was just there were so many ideas. I just didn't know where to start or what to start on. And oh, it was so maddening. So, yeah. Oh, you're ready to listen for me to count from 0 to 100? Well, don't hold your breath, Rudy, hon, because I'm not gonna do it. It's math, it's numbers. I don't do that. Why am I so stuffed up? I blame you, puppies. Oh, so yeah. I'm sorry, honey, if you're still here. I missed all of your chat. I can't believe that. I was on live chat earlier. I thought I was, but I missed all of your chat. It was all on my chat was on top chat, and all of your chat was missing. Isn't that funny? Funny, funny. Heinz ketchup is Canadian. I didn't know that. Yeah, I do wish we'd have grilled cheese sandwiches and fries for supper. Okay, I caught up. Ah, look at how white my hair is. Jeez. Am I going to diet? No. Why? Because it's a sign of wisdom. And I am therefore very wise. My story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. So my character in my game is like level 20 now. Because did I tell you how to start a new game? Again? Like, seriously. How many times do I have to restart this game? But hopefully this is the last time and I can get on with it. It seems to be running well. No hiccups so far. It's only crashed a couple of times. Like seriously, it's only crashed a couple of times. And that could be a Skyrim thing because Skyrim is known to do that. Just crash. It just does. I'm not fiddling with the mods, although one is not working right. Um, I have 86 mods installed with the game and they seem to be working fine. I'm done. I'm not messing with anything else. So everything seems to be good. I started a new character. She's level 20 now. Yay! And the game is going well. I've been working really hard this week on my son's sweater. And like I said, a game in the evenings or late afternoon. I start then a game until bedtime, basically. Except for Fridays. Fridays a game all day. I do, don't I? I know I'm bad that way, don't I? Little bit woke up. She was sleeping. She was sleeping. But she's not sleeping no more. Hi, how are you? Say hello, everybody. Like, she's upset she didn't get any of the jerky. Both dogs are upset. Look at her spotted tummy. Her spotted tummy. She's got so many spots on her. She's a funny looking dog. Oh, you aren't. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. Absolutely marvelous, darling. See, that's Gus. Gus is over there. Somewhere. Where's Gus? Oh, Gus is right behind us. Right behind us. So I'm stuck here. The Gussie has me stuck. No, you can't go forward because that's my computer. Yourself. Oh, sure I can, Susan. Absolutely. I took a picture of it. I don't have it with me. My son has it on, and he won't model it, of course. But he did let me take a picture of it earlier. So that's how it turned out. So there's no big gaps. There's no big bulges. The sleeves turned out really, really nice. I didn't photograph them as I was doing them, and I probably should have, but I didn't. But yeah, I'm really proud of. There's the picture with it off with the sleeves. So I did really good. If I do say so myself, that sweater is just so awesome. I'm so proud of it. Oh, thank you, Susan. So last night or yesterday, I put on the last sweater, the last sleeve, put on the second sleeve, um, and the bottom cuff. And then when I was done that, I put it away. And today I did the neckline and poof, done. And he's wearing it walking around the house right now. Oh, thank you, Susan. So yeah, it's done. It's off my plate. Now I get the week off from crocheting anything, and I'm going to work on my yarn room. Tomorrow's my day for caking up yarn. So that's all I'm doing tomorrow is caking up yarn and then putting it in a garbage bag once I cake it up. All partial yarn balls are going to be caked up, and they're going, if there's enough of it to be caked up. Little balls are going somewhere else. I have a beautiful glass jar coming from my girlfriend in Battleford, and as soon as I see her, here he comes. Look for the sweater. Oh, damn. I was hoping he'd just walk right into his room, but no, he had to close my door. Oh well. But did you see that sleeve? That sleeve was a good sleeve. What you saw of that sleeve, it fitted well. So proud of my sleeves. Finally figured out how to do them. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. Sleeves are going to be done separately, and they'll be attached after. Because that's what I did for that one. Sorry, I'm really stuffed up. I don't know why. And this is just a thing that's come on. So it's bothering me. Yeah, well, you need to stay in your bag. Don't growl at me. Well, not growling. She's making noise with her nose. Chihuahuas talk a lot. They're very vocal. Hi. Okay, you hide your face. You have one granddaughter's blanket done now and need to make another granddaughter's blanket. You're making a shawl by Bag O' Day like Spider-Man and another one like Batman. Oh, cool. That sounds awesome. I'm not getting into any of my projects. When I start crocheting again, I'll be working on the projects that I have started and not finished. This year is the year for starting and finishing projects. So hopefully I won't start any new projects and I'll just work on what I've got and dwindle the list down because I have a lot. After 5 years, I've collected quite a lot of unfinished projects. So the Spider-Man is almost done. Cool. But yeah, I've got 4 blankets alone that need to be finished. 2 are for me, one's for my brother. I don't know, the other one's just 'cause. Maybe somebody will like it and make me an offer. Who knows? We'll see. I'm, what else am I doing? No, that's it. I'm not starting anything new. I've got some great ideas for projects, but I have to get my whips in order, and I have to get that knock that list down. So I'm gonna really make an effort once I get back to crocheting. But this week is all about taking out taking out my yarn, emptying all of my storage, and starting to organize things as I put them back, and have everything in one spot that belongs to, because I've got things spread all over the place. Because when I pack, I don't pack right. I put little things from everywhere in a box. I don't just take my yarn and say, okay, here, there's yarn. No, I put yarn and I put pictures and I'll put paint and I'll put this and I'll put that in there, you know, from all over the place. So unfortunately, when I unpack, it's the same way. So I have paintings, I have paintings, I have paintings. I've got diamond paintings, I've got diamond paintings, I've got diamond paintings. I've got beadwork, jewelry making, I've got beadwork. Down here, I've got beadwork over there. Like so. Then underneath this desk here, there's a desk behind me. Underneath it is a box of papers that I have to deal with. Most of it is shreddable, and I have a paper shredder. I just have to plug it in and use it. Oh, yeah. No, I have a lot. I I can't just settle on one thing. I wanted to paint. Always wanted to paint, so my husband bought me an easel. And I like doing it. It's just something that I do in the summer. Don't know why. And I don't do it every summer. For instance, I haven't painted now in 2 years, although last year I did get close. No, the year before that I got close to painting, but I just didn't make it. Started. Um, and then beadwork and jewelry making I have in different spots, but they should really be together because I use my beads too in jewelry making, right? But I don't use my delicate beads in jewelry making. I only use the other ones. So, but it'll be over there. Diamond painting will be, I think, underneath the workbench so that when I want to diamond paint, I can just grab it and bring it up and use the workbench as a surface because I want to keep this desk clean because this is my computer center or nails, because my nail stuff is right here. And possibly my Dreamcatcher center because I have a drawer full of my different spools of colored yarn. Not yarn, sorry, suede leather for dream catchers. I need more hoops. I think I might have gotten hoops though. I'm not sure because, again, unorganized. So, like right now, I need to find my network cable making stuff. I bought a kit. I did. I bought a kit with all the tools that I need to make cable because I didn't have it. I didn't have everything. Now I have everything. And I have cable to make. I found cable. Well, hubby found cable. He knew where it was. So he brought it out. He dug it out for me. And I can make a whole bunch of different size cable now. I just got to find my cable making tools. And I don't know what I did with them. Again, in here somewhere. So, yeah, organization time. Definitely. And I'll find things, toss things. We'll see what we end up with at the end. I'm hoping it'll be organized and pretty, but we'll see. I don't know how to do organization, but we'll see. But yeah, I have cross stitch, I have crochet, I have yarn, I have diamond painting, I've got canvas to organize, I've got my scrapbooking stuff to organize, and my Cricut, because I have a Cricut that I think needs access to the internet. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Because everything with Cricut nowadays is done on the internet, I think. See, I don't even know because it's been that long since I've actually done scrapbooking, and yet I have all of my son's pictures and artwork that I want scrapbook together in a tote that I've been lugging around with me for decades because I want to get this done, and I've never been organized enough to do it. So Trish, you got Vala. What? What? What do you have? Is it contagious? I hope you get better. Trish, I got Vala, LLW, A, T, Etico, T. Yolanda, how's it going? Welcome in. I know something happened there, Susan, so don't sweat it. Just let me know what it is. So deer jerky. I got deer jerky. I show you how thick it is. Look how thick it is. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's deer. I wasn't supposed to take a bite. Damn it. That's awesome, Yolanda. I'm glad you're hanging in there because I know what that's like. Sorry. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Welcome in. Ah, welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Happy Saturday night. So, yeah, finished my sun sweater. I am going good. I got the baby blanket off my plate, and the grandpa's really happy to have it. You're going to be lurking? Awesome. I got my sun sweater finally finished. I finished the neckline today, handed it to him. He's wearing it. He likes it. And that means tomorrow I get started on my week long project of organizing this craft room. So I'm really excited to get started on that. I could get started tonight, but no. Oh, that's what you were saying. That's awesome, Susan. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad it works for you. I told my husband I need a Volare pillow, but you know what? After currency and everything, it's gonna be like $200. So it's just too expensive for me living in Canada here. Yeah, no, too expensive. I'll find something. And what really bugs me is I had one of those donut shaped maternity pillows a while ago. I bought it at a craft at a garage sale because I thought that would be something I could use in bed, but it turned out not to be comfortable. So it just sat, and we just lugged it around. And I finally sold it at a garage sale we had. But I had that, and that would have worked so perfect for crochet. That would have been my own little Volare pillow kind of thing. So, well, because a Volare pillow is like expensive, right? They're expensive. And then there's shipping. And I'm in Canada, and our dollar is not as strong as American dollars. Maybe my numbers are off. Let me look. Ooh, they have stuff with Do, 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 do. Okay, see, I see the rare are, they're not too bad. Okay, but that's still American. And then what's their shipping like? Do, 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 do. Show me your shipping policy. Shipping facts. What are the shipping? Shipping in the U.S. for one. International shipping to Canada and Ireland are calculated based on live rates from UPS. Okay. And the prices displayed on our site are tax-free in US dollars. Yeah, liable for duties and taxes once you receive your order. Yeah. So I don't think I can afford it. Oh, you got free shipping and a coupon. Good for you. That's awesome. Hey Tracy, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm so glad you got your Volare pillow though. I'm so upset that I let um that maternity pillow go for like $2. $2 or $5 or something like that. It wasn't much more than that. I'm good. I'm good. I got everything off my plate that I was going to get off my plate by this. I got my timeline done. Everything on my timeline that I had to get done by the end of the week done. Yes, exactly, Nasty Ogre. You betcha. Now with tariffs added, yeah, it's scary to order anything from the U.S. now. But I hope we can still be friends, even though our leaders are idiots. Tariffs aren't the answer. Between our two countries, including even Mexico, there's no reason why we shouldn't have like actual equal and fair trade amongst the three of us. You know? They're just egos and policies and angry men don't work. And then you have my former prime minister and my current prime minister, who I never voted for. So, yay, always be friends. So, yeah, I finished my son's sweater. I will show you all, for those who just arrived, a picture of it because my son is wearing it and will not pose for it. What am I looking for? Do 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 do. There we go. That's it on. You can see no big bulges around the arms. It's because I figured out how to do arms. I figured out how to do them. I did. I did. I did. Yep. I figured out how to do them. Yolanda, I love it. I shot the terror, but I swear it wasn't self-defense. Hey Rudy, 907. I got 809. So yeah, I'm in a good mood, obviously, as you can tell. I'm so happy I got stuff done that needed to get done. Tomorrow I am caking yarn and looking on YouTube for some really good organization tips. And after my day of caking yarn, I'm going to take all my yarn out of everything it's in. And I mean, I've got yarn I've got tubs of yarn. I've got this of yarn. I've got a box of yarn. I got more tubs of yarn. I got another two more tubs of yarn over here on this side. And then I've got yarn over there, and I got yarn there, and I got yarn there, and I got yarn in my craft room. I got one of those big blanket things, storage things, but it's a soft sided, so it's just kind of like these big things that you put blankets and pillows in to store them. I got full of yarn. So I'm taking all of that out. It's all going in garbage bags by brand. And then I'm organizing and I'm unpacking and I'm organizing and I'm just cleaning and I'm organizing and I'm just, Then I will find my zen and I will put things back. Yes. I'm looking forward to that. I really am excited because it's something that I've been promising to get done, and we're here. It's gonna get done. It's awesome. Oh, excuse me, itchy ear. It's because of my hearing aids. I wear the hearing aids with the small thing that goes into the ear, and well, it itches the ear. Oh, you're cleaning and organizing as well? Cool. Yeah, that'll be my job starting tomorrow. Start at the beginning of the week, my new job. Organizing my craft room. Getting it done. And I'm giving myself the whole week. And if I get it done before the week is over, awesome. I just move on to finishing up some projects then. Because that's next. After that, finishing up a project. Picking a blanket and picking uh, something else. Because I know I got a couple of tops that I want to do. So, picking a blanket and picking something smaller and have two projects on the go and get them done. Oh wow, entire storage unit. Wow. I want one of those in my backyard. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Yolanda. Um, for low energy, you know what I do? I usually turn on the tunes. And I find some really good girl power tunes. And they get me going. Like, girls just want to have fun. It's a good one to start with. Then from there, Uptown Funk you up. Something that makes you want to get up and dance. Something that you can't help move to, you know? That usually helps me get my energy back when my energy goes bye bye. And I'm looking forward to having a clear floor. Because once I have a clear floor, I can stop wearing her. I just have to put her on a leash so she knows to stay in the room. Unless my door is closed, and then it'll be okay. But this room is not puppy proof, so that's part of my organization too. Is making sure when I put stuff away that it's stuff that she can't get into, and she will be trained not to get into stuff. She will have her toy, and she will have her something to chew on like a bone because she loves her bones. So she'll have a bone, she'll have a toy up here, she'll have a place to sit, to lie on. That'll be her spot. Gus will have his spot and the same, and they'll be they'll there'll be room for them. Because right now I just have a pathway from the door to this computer. There's a pathway. That's it. And poor Gus. Well, he's kind of squished right behind me. So Yeah, but it'll get done. I'm looking forward to it because it'll be nice to have everything finished. So I can sit there and say, yes, it's done. Because, like, I have, my husband, uh, he had this, he had a wooden bookcase that's in sections. And he took the wooden bookcase sections and he screwed them to my wall in a wonderful pattern. And I have it not even full of stuff, but the stuff that I have on it can be organized. Some of it can come off. Like, why do I have candles over there? Never over there light the candles. You can't light candles over there. Candles go over here because of the sloped roof, right? So why do I have candles over there? Why do I have my pictures over there? I can't see them over there. They should be here in front of my workspace where I can have it. Instead, I have like 3 empty Kleenex boxes. I don't know why I have 3 empty Kleenex boxes, but they're all stacked differently and nicely, and there's stuff on them. Don't ask me. I don't know what goes through my mind sometimes. Oh, oh, sorry, Crossy. Sorry, Gussie. My leg is cramping up. Oh, I like ice cream. I miss ice cream. Maybe that's something we can get. We can get home. We can get some ice cream when we go grocery shopping. We'll see. Has to be on sale because the prices are ridiculous. Like, seriously, everything is ridiculous. So yes, hugs Tracy, hugs Yolanda, hugs everybody. Hugs, 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 hugs. Because I love hugs. I got nobody over here to give me a hug. Nope, my boy doesn't do hugs. But I got to slap him upside the head the other day, so that made my day. It was a light slap. He's been picking on me a lot. He deserved it. Yeah. Him and the husband have been picking on me a lot, giving me a hard time. Oh. So I got 8 people watching and I have 12 thummies, unless that's not right. Let me refresh. Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Yes. 8 watching, 12 thummies. I want to thank you all for the thummies. I appreciate you all watching too. So welcome in and thank you for watching. And how's your Saturday night going, peeps? Mine is going good. The whole day has been good. Are you really, Tracy? Good for you. I gotta try one of those. It's on my list of things to do once I do what I've got to do on another list. You've been watching lives? Well, I'm glad you're here to watch mine. Thank you. I've got 2 gingham blankets to finish. I've got my brother's blanket to either frog back and restart or finish. One of the two. We'll see what it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, but seriously, it's been so long since I've seen it, I can't remember what it looks like. So I have my brother's blanket to restart probably. I have 2 gingham blankets to do. I have a kaleidoscope granny blanket to fix, and a kaleidoscope granny blanket to finish, both in king size. I have, I think that's all the blankets I have because I have a blanket I started way back years ago. It was going to be my first blanket project and it was done in velvet. Don't do that. It was a really stupid mistake. So anyway, I have it in a bag there and I'm going to rip it out. You finished 2 lap last week? Right on. I might make my brother-in-law a blanket. I've got enough for a sweater that my husband wants me to make a sweater. He wants me to put a hood on his poncho, but I can't find the yarn for his poncho that I used to make his poncho with. I had leftover yarn, so I've got to find that in my hunt. Laziness. Whatever. I've been busy working. Laziness. Don't listen to him, people. He's been bullying me all week. No, he hasn't been. He's just been bugging me. Kleenex boxes. No, they make a nice little. Yeah, it probably is. My garbage was probably full and I didn't want to walk them downstairs. So I started putting stuff on them. So now I've got three empty Kleenex boxes, and they're working as a shelving unit. The temp is minus. I want to say -7 Celsius. Oh, -12. Really? No, -12. No, -7. Sorry. Feels like -12 with the wind chill. And this is all in Celsius. So it's not very cold for up here, but it is. Um, Let me change it to Fahrenheit. 19 degrees. It's 19. 20. There you go. For my American friends. It was 75 degrees today in Louisiana. Nice for you. That's cool. Yeah, I we'll get that hot this summer. It'll be nice and hot. But we got like 4 to 6 inches of snow last night. Again, we got dumped on. Like Mother Nature seriously got an issue now because I mean it's like almost the end of March and we're still getting dumped on. Like April showers, it's not supposed to be April flurries. Sorry. Had to have a serious talk there with Mother Nature because seriously, we got dumped on. Again, last night. It sucked. I woke up this morning to let the dogs out and it was all white. And I thought, ooh, it snowed. Pretty, but it snowed. And the dogs were happy though. Gus is right away, sticking his head in it, he comes in the house, he's just covered in snow. Big grin on his face. I agree with you, Tracy. Mother Nature has not been in a good mood. She has not been happy. Somebody needs to make her happy juice. Like, seriously. Holy crap. My pop sprayed all the way up on my ceiling. Well, that's crappy. That's going to have to be washed or painted over. I've always wanted to paint my ceiling tiles. Like, they're 12 by 12, right? These squares up top. Hang on, moving you, moving you. So like they're 12 by 12. Wouldn't it be cool to like take a stencil? Sorry for the shaking, but wouldn't it be cool to take a stencil and paint them? Maybe a mandala stencil, eh? Different ones. Or Granny Square stencil. Ooh. Do you like Granny Square blanket painting? Ooh, I was gonna do clouds, but why do clouds? Right? Right. Hi, Robert. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll have to think about it because I don't know how I would do that. I don't have scaffolding like Da Vinci did when he did the Sistine Chapel. So I don't know how I'd do that. Well, that's better. It's a thought anyway. Or maybe I can put posters up there or something. I've got a beautiful Skyrim poster that would go awesome right there. Oh, yeah, maybe. I've been holding on to it for years since it's only been hung up once and not for very long. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put my poster up there. We'll see. I put dragons up there, but the dragons still want to stay. I put my lover's picture there, but my lovers didn't want to stay. So, but at least my friend Shawl stayed. That's a beautiful shawl. I have to show you guys it. I want to do a tour once this room is cleaned and organized. I want to do a tour. But I have to get it cleaned and organized because I have a sewing machine a friend wants to give me and she's losing patience. But right now we don't have a truck among us to move it, so it's okay. But the minute one of us gets a truck to move it, the pressure will be on again. So, yeah, I have to get that dealt with. But there's no room right now in here for another sewing machine. I mean, I've got my mother's back there, and that's going to go and be sold because I don't want that. I don't. My mother's sewing machine is a nice sewing machine. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my sewing machine. I've got some issues with holding on to the past, and I just would like that item gone. So I'm going to put it up for sale. So therefore, it needs to get out of this room so it can go downstairs in the shed so it can be sold. If there's room, if my husband will let me do that. I don't know if he'll let me put it in the shed. But that's my hope, is to put Mom's sewing machine in the shed because it's that way I can take pictures of it, and then if somebody wants to buy it, it's easy to get to instead of having to come here and then carry it all the way down the flight of stairs. I mean, sooner or later, I don't know, but I've got a gorgeous sewing machine coming that I just have to have room for. So I think I'm going to move the desk behind me over across where Mom's sewing machine is. It's like there's a sewing machine underneath all of that sewing machine. So, yeah. No, I do not watch them, Susan. I don't know who they are. Oh no, I'm on a drink. Oh, Whew. So yeah, I guess it was my oh sorry. It's my yarn winder tomorrow. That'll be fun. Oh, you have a brand new sewing machine still in the box. You have nowhere to sew it. Oh, doesn't that just suck? Kitchen table? Probably not, because that means you'd have to take it down all the time. Do you have like a dining room and then a kitchen? I don't know. Most people don't. My mom did, but she liked a showplace. So I remember her nice big table. It was a nice table, but I got rid of it as soon as I could. I don't know what it is. It's just I had such an unhappy childhood that I just don't want a lot of things that I have that remind me of my childhood, I guess. I don't know. Like my childhood wasn't all that bad. And yet I have such strong negative feelings attached to these items. I don't want them. Like somebody contacted me, I have the whole complete works of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Um, Little House on the Prairie. Well, that's all based on the life of Laura Ingalls Wilder and her books. I have the whole complete series in a box set as well as the cookbook. And I wanted to sell them, so I put them on Facebook Messenger or Facebook Marketplace. And they finally signed some, and they've been on there for years. I forgot about them. In fact, I think I took the listing down or something. But somebody found it, so I could guess it wasn't down. But somebody contacted me the other day about it and is willing to pay for shipping. So yeah, so I'll be getting rid of that, which is nice. Yeah, and when you don't have a good childhood, why carry a whole bunch of things from your parents? And that's where I am right now. I got so much stuff from my mother's, you know, and I just want to get rid of. I mean, she was a lovely woman. No, she wasn't. But she tried her best, and I know she tried her best. But everything was the store. It was a store for her. Everything. So, yeah, I just don't want to carry on some things. So her sewing machine can go. She loved that thing. It can go. And I'll get that other sewing machine, that Singer sewing machine, the antique Singer sewing machine with the pedal base that works on pedal power and still runs to this day. That's what I'll have. Have I learned of the yarn Etalope? No, Etalope? No, I have not heard of that yarn. Is it nice? Where did you get it from? Is it mystery yarn? Inquiring minds want to know. It's me. Me wants to know. I want to see the yarn. So yeah, I like living here. The deer are cool. You don't see them so much in the summer, but you see them in the winter. And I can't wait to see in the summer if I get good internet from the fire pit. Because if I get good internet from the fire pit, oh, you can bet some of my Saturday night lives will be out at the fire pit. The only reason we didn't do it last year was because I never had good internet. So I did do it a couple of times, but I want to do it this year better. So we'll see. I might have to be wired though, because I don't think my wireless card works anymore. I think my wireless card is shot. So that'll be an issue. Didn't think of that. Crapola. Oh man. I need to get a new computer. Hmm. So yeah, my internet doesn't work anymore unless it's plugged in. My wireless card in my computer doesn't work. So I don't know how I'm going to do this now if I want to do lives by the fire pit. I'm going to have to make a really big cable and run it out through the door of the house and across the lawn. And I can do that. I mean, I can do that. But I got to find all that cable first. And then find my cable making kit, which I thought I had down here, but I don't seem to have it down here. So, because I've checked. So, yeah, I don't know where it is. But, yeah, I'm looking forward. So, hopefully, next week, when you guys come and watch me next week, this room will be the same but different. Hopefully, that area will be cleaned up and this area will be cleaned up. There will still be stuff here, though. It'll just be neater because I don't have any place to put my projects, right? Like right underneath there, all of this yarn is going to go and be put away. But there's a tote, not a tote, a big pail, plastic, big. I bought it to soak my feet in because we were doing pedicures at home, my girlfriend and I. So yeah, it's full of a blanket, and then things got piled on top of it. That's my brother's blanket. That's the blanket I will probably frog and redo. Yeah. As well as find all the yarn for it because I bought yarn here, I bought yarn there. It came in at different times. So, yeah, it's good that I'm going to get organized. Thank you, Tracy. I hope I get done what I want to do too. But I've given myself a week, so I should. It's a small room, and I work fast. I work steady. I don't necessarily work fast, but I work steady when I get going, and I don't stop. So I'll get going, and people will have to tell me to stop and eat, stop and let my dogs out if my dogs don't let me know, because sometimes they won't. Like Gus can wait all day. It's her that can't. So right now, when Gus needs to go, she needs to go, and I have them on a bit of a schedule. I kind of know around the times that the Gus needs to go, and I that's when they gotta go. But I work and I just don't pay attention, so I can't have to take breaks because of my back and left knee. Yeah, yeah. Me, I have to take breaks. I just do because of my back, but I don't realize, like I'll work and I'll get lost in my task and I'll just keep on going until something jots me out of it. Either the dogs or, somebody's got my attention. And then when I go to stand up, holy, do I pay for it? But I'd rather that than going through this room anymore. Like, really, this room, I can't deal with it anymore. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be finished. It's not, can't do anything here other than work on this area. and I can't do anything here. So, yeah, grr, 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 grr. Oh, and I broke a nail. Where's my nail clipper? And I broke my nail. And it's sharp. I'm tempted to cut that one too because that's the only long nail on that hand other than the thumb. And I'm not losing my thumbnail. I'm going to see how long I can grow this sucker. This is usually about as long as it is, and then something happens and I have to cut it off. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, all of my nails were getting nice and long. They were about the size of my pinky. This one and this one. And then this one broke, and then this one broke today. And everything on this hand broke except for my ring finger and my tummy even broke. So, yeah. But one of these days we'll have to do my nails. Really will. Because I got a lot of nail wraps that I haven't used yet. So, but again, I have no place in front of me other than my computer to work, and it's not good to work. I know I did it before, but like it's just there's so much stuff around me. Like, grr, such pack rat. Oh, good for you, Susan. That's awesome. Right on. Congratulations. Congrats. That's awesome. Your nails just now growing back out after winter? Yeah, maybe that's part of my issue. I'm thinking of cutting them all off, like I said, so they're at the same length except for my thumb and starting over because it just feels funny having those two nails, my pinky and my ring finger, while the other ones are pretty much down to Jesse scratching. Sorry, pretty much down to skin. So sorry, hearing aid. See, hearing aid. Itchy. Ugh. Look at that white hair. Honestly, I should dye it, but I don't want to. So you know how we were supposed to have um, RO water this spring? Yeah, it's not coming till like June. It'll be summer before it gets here. Yep, June 25th. That is after the summer equinox. That is therefore after summer begins. Therefore, they lied like the sidewalk. They lied. I don't know why I say lied like a sidewalk. There's something about it. But they're liars, 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 pants on fires. Well, they probably knew it too. Jerks. And they arbitrarily decided to up our water bill. The new water system isn't even in. It's not going to start until June 25th. And they've already marked up our power bill for the end of March. So April, May, $250. We pay 185 right now for two bi-monthly. 185 every 2 months for water and sewer and garbage pickup. And I guess snow removal. And they're upping it to $250. We, as taxpayers, didn't even get a say. We didn't even know this was even in the works. And they just went to the Saskatchewan municipal people and said, we want to up our rate. And they said, okay. And our village put out a newsletter and said, oh, by the way, we're doing this. So, yeah, my water bill's going up. I know, right, Tracy? But they do stuff like that all the time here. It's just wrong. It is. Absolutely. They just do things here the way they do them because you know what? It's how they've always done them, young one. We're in the 21st century, and it wasn't until last year that they finally got they finally got oh, it's just been the past couple of years. They finally got uh internet, not internet, interact access so you can pay with a debit card your taxes, your water bill, whatever. Before you had to check or cash. They do it there as well. Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry for that. That's just wrong. You know? And of course, I'm on the undesirable list, because I don't fit in with the old timers here. You know, I'm not a petty person. I don't judge people. I don't talk about people behind their backs. I don't gossip. So I just don't fit in. Oh, well, I like me better. And all of the ones that we get along with, that we like and they like us, are all those same people that the ones in charge don't like. Seriously, I want to start a club, Siemens Undesirables. I tried to make a Facebook page, but Facebook didn't like undesirables. Well, fine, whatever. So, but I wanted to make a Facebook group, call it Siemens Undesirables, but I had trouble making it. So, and then anybody who wanted to could complain on that page and could post pictures or whatever. Because we can't even do that. I mean, if you go to the Siemens website or the Siemens Town page on Facebook, sorry, Village of Siemens page on Facebook, and you write a negative comment, they delete that negative comment as soon as they notice it. I asked a question and I got banned, and my comment got deleted. And I just asked a question. It wasn't anything negative. And I was banned for a month and a half because the office lady doesn't know how to work Facebook. I didn't do it. She did. I'm not naming names, but she pointed the finger to somebody else. I don't even know that person. Why would that person ban me? They don't know me. Oh, it was something they didn't want to answer. You betcha it was. Absolutely. That's why I asked it. You can always count on me to ask the things you don't want me to know. Because I'm good like that. So, yeah, it absolutely was something they didn't want to answer. Totally. Right? It's just the way it's gotta be. Inquiring minds want to know. And I'm fond of letting them know, because we get really crappy service here at the edge of the village. We're at the edge of the village and we're not liked. And everybody else had their back alley um, snow removal done on their back alley all winter. All the back alleys were done. Ours? Nope, nope. I'm fond of going in there and looking at her and saying, such and such, I noticed such and such was done to such and whose place. Like, how come it wasn't done to my place? Well, no, you can't treat people differently. You know that, right? You can't do something to somebody's place and not to somebody else's place. We're all supposed to be equal in the village, are we not? I like to point that out. I'm not well liked. But I've called her a liar to her face, so that's where we are. Yeah. She wants to tell me my husband quit. My husband has never quit a job in his freaking life. Don't tell me my husband quit. My husband was laid off. Yeah, that's how that went. Grr. People, they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing you. Well, sometimes you gotta rock the boat, because if you don't rock the boat and stand up for what's right, then who the hell is? That is what's wrong with this country and other countries, is because too many people just sit there and, yeah, I know it's wrong, but I'm not going to get involved. Well, you gotta get involved now. Now is the time to get involved, people. Absolutely. Now's the time to get involved. Now is not the time to play nice. No, no. Now is the time to speak up. It's done. Just is. I'm so feisty. I had a boyfriend once. He always called me feisty. You're so feisty. It was. It just is. You know, it's why WCB doesn't like me either, because I fight for my rights and I win. When they deny me something, because based on their arbitrarily decide to just deny me something, I argue back and I win. Why? Because you don't use logic. I do. And the pen is mightier than the sword. Give me a pen, please, any day. So write letters, write emails, post things. You don't have to go out and be an advocate. You can still do it from your keyboard. But, you know, you just got to do it right. You know, don't spam places, but, you know, by all means, leave bad reviews. Have photos to back it up. Post them. That's right. Speak your piece. Absolutely. Absolutely. Speak your piece. I do. Had words with her. I told her my position. Then I walked out. Why? And I decided to just leave it. Why? Because I'm never going to. I can't say exactly word for word what was said because I wasn't there. But I do know my husband, and if he says he was laid off, then he was laid off. Simple as that. You know. And she was the one who did up his T4. So yeah, there's a lot of shady things that go on with this village, and with this town council. I mean, everybody was gonna vote some other guy in this year. We heard nobody wanted to vote in Jay, and then everybody voted him in. So now we're stuck with him for again another 4 years. The fridgy is not yours. The fridgy is mine. Robert, stop your fridgy love. You need help, my friend. It's my fridgy. You cannot come between my fridgy and me. Keeps my dog food cold. I will sick my dogs on you. Yes. My service dog, which can't find him, he can't fight himself out of a wet paper bag. And my little chihuahua, which will probably run around behind me and hide, because that's what they do. No, hopefully not. But yeah, a little dictator, a little petty dictator. That's what I'm stuck with. But oh well. It honestly really doesn't affect me that much too much either, because I stay in my house. I stay in my yard. I stay to myself. But when they diss my husband, it's a different story. I mean, he's an awesome guy. He went out and because we got dumped on snow last night, and we got dumped on really well. We weren't supposed to. He went out and did snow removal this morning, first thing. He went out and he walked all the way down to the other side of the village and did a few properties for some friends that need help, and then walked back, did a couple of businesses, did a sidewalk to a church, uh, used his air blower to blow snow off of vehicles. He's a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. That's my man. So one last picture of my son wearing his sweater. So that's the sweater I made him today. I finished it. I'm really proud of it. I should have taken more pictures as I was making it, but oh well. I forgot. Thank you, Tracy. Sleeves, sleeves have always been my weakness, but I figured them out this time, and so I'm really proud of myself for doing that. But I'm gonna end it in about a couple of minutes here. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the thummies. And if you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment. I'd like to know what you guys thought, how your week went, what you're hoping your next week will be like. I know mine's going to be busy during the day because I'm going to be working up here. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? And Tracy's going to work on her blankie. And Robert wants a 24-hour live stream. Robert, you get sick and tired of me. You're funny, but you get sick and tired of me. Okay. So yeah, you all have a great week. Have a wonderful Sunday. Oh, you were watching for a bit already? You lurker, you. Good night, Tracy. Good night, Anna. Good night, Robert. Good night, everybody who came in. Good night, Susan. Ogre says fridge his. Yes, fridge is. That's right, Anna. You know that one, girl. Stand up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, who is right? If you just like the saying goes, learn to love yourself. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. You have to learn to also stand up for what's right. You can't be one of those players on the sidelines anymore. Not in this day and age. You need to stand up for what's right. But anyway, this little anarchist is going to go now before she incites a riot or something. So have a great night, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye bye. Button there. There's a button. Bye bye.